What to do with your money during inflation. I'm going to talk about that in this video. Like, first of all, why does inflation happen? What is it? How is it affecting you? Do you actually win or do the investors win? And then I have a solution, so stay to the end and you must begin with me. I'm building a huge team to go beat inflation. So what drives inflation? There's typically three ways to do it. One is the demand pull inflation, right? That there's just not enough product. And that's kind of what's been going on. Now, a lot of people would say, it's sitting out on the barges and it's been manipulated. I'd kind of have to agree. It is what it is, but it's happening right now. There's also large, big boxes like the Amazons and the Walmarts that are highly controlling the supply chain to the smaller, medium and small size businesses. I love medium, small businesses. Support your local business, for God's sakes, please. So because of the supply chain and the demand that isn't there, then you have cost push inflation, where the businesses have to push their prices up because what they have to buy for supplies. I know in building construction, what it costs to buy a slab of wood, to buying any of our siding, our cement, oh my gosh, has gone up crazy. So if we have to absorb the costs, then the prices have to go through to you, the consumer. The other one is just built-in inflation. So built-in inflation is the employees want a raise, everybody wants a raise. A big, demand right now that's going on in our nation is raising, minimum wage to $15 an hour. And if you've seen what that's done in other countries like Canada, I'm married to a Canadian. Here's what happens. You get no service. They actually lay off all their staff. They have absolutely horrible service because they have to cover the cost of the food. They have to cover just the cost to even stay open in business. So it's an interesting dynamic, but we're in it. We're in a huge inflationary period right now. Gas prices are extraordinary. Food prices are extraordinary. I have some big box executives who actually are trying to get out of there and come be over here and beat inflation. And what they are telling me, which is really interesting, is the typical I just use Tide, for example, or you use some, a dishwashing soap or even hair, shampoos. All they're doing is reducing their bottles to smaller bottles to have it feel like you're paying the same amount. It's totally bogus, but most consumers are blind. They walk around blind most of their life. Here's most consumers. What's going on with my life? What's going on with my life? They have no idea. I need you to look up, pay attention, and say, how's it affecting me? If total inflation in your family, which you'd actually have to do a cost analysis, what did you spend last year on all these products versus what are you spending now? If your income isn't keeping up, you're going to have a tipping point of having to dip into your investments, savings, for those of you who are old-fashioned and use that word, and start compensating. Or you got to make some money. At the end of this, I'm going to give you a ticket to my marketplace. I want to teach you to make money. That is your answer. You have to make money to live through this. I also have a whole nother answer, which is how do you beat inflation? There's only one way that I've seen, and I love that it beats big box stores. It's actually buying from direct sales companies. I have loved direct sales. I've been in direct sales for over 20 years. A whole variety of companies. I used to own some. I use them meticulously. They cannot, because of their compensation and downline structures, change their prices. So month after month, you will have the same amount of money, right? You have the same price that you're going to spend, whether it's consumer goods, wine, beauty aids, supplements. You're going to have the same prices. So the only way to price fix is buy through direct sales companies. I'm building an army. I want 1,000 minimum people buying the same way that I'm buying, which is price fix, holding it all tight, not overspending. Part of it, what I really love, it's US made, it's natural, it's healthier for you. You don't have to run around to stores. You don't have to get in line. You don't have to support the big box stores who are actually capitalizing the most. See, who wins in inflation? The investors. Who won in the pandemic? Did you own stock in Pfizer or Moderna? Right? If you own stock in Moderna or Pfizer, you won. If you didn't, you didn't win. There's a lot of manipulation that went in that caused all of this. Doesn't matter. Not a political conversation. This is a conversation for you and your checkbook. Do you want to beat inflation? Go to the link below and get on my team. And here's what I love about direct sales. You're going to make money back on the other side. So as you spend, you make. And I love that those who work make more money. Now, before we do that, I want you to subscribe to my channel. There is so much financial literacy that I have to teach you. I'm here 5 days a week. I'm here 10 to 15 minutes. So hit the subscription button, click the notification. And just for those of you who want to catch up, I'm going to give you an extra bonus today. It's $750. Here's what you have to do for it. You got to go binge watch. I want you to go up to my search bar and binge watch as many channels as you want. We also have some playlists that you can click into on different topics. So when you binge watch 25 hours on my YouTube channel, I credit you $750 towards some coaching or mentoring tuition. So take advantage of becoming more financially literate and have an incentive for it. If you're super excited about being financially literate, watch my podcast. Every Friday, I have amazing interviews with amazing other successful people that you're going to want to follow them as well. And that is Loral's Real Money Talks. So these links are below. But before we leave, I want you to go take my quiz. I want you to find out who you are so we know who you are. You're going to end up in one of 4 categories. It's going to follow out with an application. You're going to talk to one of my senior team members. And by doing that, I'm going to give you a quick report. Right? It's a several page report on how to beat inflation, very specific techniques. And then if you're super serious, you can come over and join our team and beat inflation and never overpay again. Start making some more extra money. It's a multiple stream of income on your own. So all of you, take financial literacy seriously. We're in a very volatile time. That means the good and the bad and the interesting. So make it good for you, make it good for your family, and get financially literate today. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.